Okay. Hello there, everybody. This is Dawson. I'm back with another Resident Evil movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the fourth Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil AfterLife, released in 2010, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, once again. And the film stars Mila Jovovich, once again as Alice. You have Ali Larter back in the film. You have Sean Roberts, Kim Koditz, and Spencer Locke. And the basic plot of Resident Evil Afterlife, according to the internet, is as follows. The film follows Alice searching for and rescuing the remaining survivors in Los Angeles from the previous movie after the T-virus outbreak and teaming up against Albert Wesker, the head of the Umbrella Corporation. And that's your plot of Resident Evil Afterlife. Okay, Resident Evil Afterlife. This, of course, was the first Resident Evil movie to be released in 3D. And we'll talk about 3D here in a little bit, because I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm starting to really not like these movies. Resident Evil Afterlife proved that even though Paul W.S. Anderson came back to direct these movies, the last three, they're not good. And this one is no exception, because I flat out hated this movie. Still, I do have positives. With every Resident Evil movie, I do have positives. But there's not really any positives. The first thing I'll say is that Mila Jovovich, she's good. In all of these movies, she's good. She's the only part of this movie that I like. As far as the other cast members go, they barely get nothing to do. I mean, Ali Larter is reduced to a cameo appearance in this movie. She does return in this movie. Ali Larter comes back in this movie as Claire. She's good. Wentworth Miller as Chris. He's pretty good. He joins Alice and Claire on their adventure. Playing the villain of this movie, which we'll get to, is Sean Roberts as Albert. He's basically the villain, and he's a weak villain. He's very weak as the villain in this movie. He doesn't really do all that much of villainy in the movie. He was reduced to a cameo appearance of the last one, but he doesn't really do anything villainy in the movie. Which is not a bad thing, but I mean, if you're gonna have a villain in a movie, you need to have the villain at least do something, you know? Yeah, anyway. The guy that plays Luther West, he's good. He's a former basketball player he's a professional basketball player who leads the group of survivors in Los Angeles. But But that's pretty much it for the positives. I have so many negatives with this movie. Mainly, the 3D in this movie is terrible. The 3D is very bad. I don't like the 3D. I don't like the 3D. I think the 3D looks terrible. And, yeah, the 3D is really bad, in this movie. So, yeah, the 3D in this movie is just, it hurts your eyes so much to look at. So, yeah. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm done with the Resident Evil movies. Thank God we only have 2 more left. Because these movies, I'm really starting to get annoyed with these movies. They're not good. And the first 3 the first 3 are kind of my personal favorites. I know I was very harsh on the first one, but I think I can watch the first one and, find some enjoyment with it. Resident Evil Apocalypse does have its issues, but it's not as near as bad as this one. Yeah. But that's it. I'm done with these movies. Thank goodness we have 2 more left. But I don't know. I'm just done. So, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm gonna have to give Resident Evil Afterlife a 1.5 out of 4 stars. Sorry. This franchise can just die. It can just die for all I care. And that's my review of Resident Evil Afterlife, and that completes day 4 of 31 Days of Halloween. So, next time on Resident Evil Movie Review, I will be back to talk about the 5th Resident Evil movie, Resident Evil Retribution. And that will be for day 5. So, stay tuned for that. And as always, I'm Dawson. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.